Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Thanks, Coach. Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Down. 60 out long. Watch by 4. I got it.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. A good pick. Up there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 30-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a give, right side. Swift. his second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Let's go. Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Let's go.
Here's Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave them the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Finding his way home for the sack that time.
Every now and then you just absolutely outguess yourself. 3rd and inches, and they decide not to run the ball. You end up seeing the end result.
The end result was not good. They elect to pass, and it backfires. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Taken in at the 22. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Let's go. Let's get this ball.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. 2nd and 10. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1. And
that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Ray McCloud, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Well, they have to be loving this start to the first quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, you're talking about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for 2.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Darnold finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw, Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, 2nd-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the 1st.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Darnold completes it. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Darnold from the gun. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now it's Darnold. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
To throw is Darnold. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, New York.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play, and result, touchdown.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 41-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Go.
2nd and 6. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 45-yard line.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Back to throw here. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On 1st down, Swift. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. This quarterback now hitting on it. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Steps away. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marquise Lee, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now 21-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the 1st down yardage. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Darnold now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Here's Darnold. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Found his target. It's Anderson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 16. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
They'll run on 1st down. Bell. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go again. Check 13. Check 13. Tight go.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And Darnold, he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. 10. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Darnold now to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. A final shot before the break. Darnold. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Darnold. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Josh Allen in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Darnold. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly.
So they wound up passing on a long field goal try, but that works out for them really well. That one's down inside the 5-yard line.
And it's risky because your punter, if he puts it in the end zone, the net result not worth it, but there, I think worth it. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. Third and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
They'll set up the throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. On first down, Swift. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Got an open man. It's McLeod. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Crunch time, defense.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play for the Jaguars. And even 50 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Back to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
Now back to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold on the catch. It's Crowder. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Bell, not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. From the 35 on 2nd down, Darnold. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Darnold from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fielded at the 20. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
Here's Logan Cook now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold.
You ain't going nowhere.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. And he's got it complete to Anderson. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Here's the Jets punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right?
Oh, wide open, complete, past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Ray McCloud, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go! The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm. A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson, and he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. On first down, Darnold. Caught here by Griffin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Darnold now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. And Anderson's got it. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Back to throw, Darnold. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting...
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
No gain on the play there, second down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll let this go for incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because if you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. This pass finds its way to Williams. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mike Williams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Mike Fofo. Let's go, let's go.
Now it's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Darnold completes it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. On 1st and 10, Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for him because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did him no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for him. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Mike Fofo, young lady.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Darnold now to throw. And oh my goodness, what a catch at the 6. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Go set. 44, right, 44. Rabbit.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, defense, let's go.
2nd and 10. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click,